Okay, so why does the thumb keep popping up above my head? What?
What?
There's a thumb that keeps popping up above
thumb?
Yeah, what? What? Okay, so
What the fuck is that?
It keeps happening.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know.
What?
It's making
Are we live or something?
It makes my
Recorded live from Studio 12A in sunny Phoenix, Arizona. You're listening to the Josh and Friends Podcast.
Thank you for tuning in to the Josh and Friends Podcast. I am your host. My name is Josh. And this week, Jen Young returns to the show for another Halloween special. And we'll be discussing everything from the top costume trends of 2023, our favorite outfits from years past, and how far we'd actually go to sell a character. And we'll also talk about trick-or-treating and stealing candy from small children, as well as what should be considered the greatest year in the history of Halloween. So let's get right into this and help me welcome back to the program. She is my own personal Peggy Bundy, the one and only Miss Jen Young. All right, Jen. Rocking the Andy. The Andy Matlock. Yes. So
I'm back.
Yeah, it's good to have you back.
I know. I'm just kidding.
I think you're here for the Cinco de Mayo episode?
Yep.
Yeah. And now we're here for the
well, I mean, I'm always here, but
now we're here for the
now I'm here
Halloween.
for the Halloween.
Halloween. So what are you drinking over there?
This is my white wine spritzer with Pinot Gris. It's my new favorite wine.
Really?
Yep.
Do you does it give you headaches?
Yes, violent headaches. And violent hangovers.
All right. Well, enjoy.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
So, all right. So this Halloween.
What are you drinking?
Well, I'm just drinking I'm drinking my concoction of the lemonade with the jalapeno. And the little vodka mix in here. Yeah, I got the
and your kiss glass.
The kiss glass. Yeah,
or a mug. It's not really a glass.
It is glass though. It is made out of glass. So for Halloween, you excited for Halloween?
I am very excited for Halloween.
You have a cool outfit. Now, I don't know if we want to talk about the outfits yet, but it's not as elaborate as normally as we
and it's
usually
not,
go.
and I am more into letting people know what I am as opposed to you letting people know what you are.
Listen, it's not it's nothing crazy and elaborate, and people aren't going to go, "Whoa, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen." But it's fun. It's fun though.
It is fun.
It's fun.
We have a good time,
and it'll be super fun because we're going to be going to a karaoke bar.
Yeah.
So
lots of songs.
Yep.
If we can get on the list.
Yeah.
It gets pretty busy.
Yeah, maybe we'll have to get there
earlier.
Yeah. So we were a little bit late to the game this year selecting outfits.
Well, I had changed mine. Just like, you changed
I changed mine like twice.
You changed yours. I changed mine. I changed mine twice too because I wasn't going to do, I had one costume in mind and then I changed that one and then I changed that one again to the one I am now.
We have a crazy list of Halloween outfits that we could do.
It'll be fun though.
Yeah. Yeah. So next year,
there's a
we're gonna have to,
costume.
Well, probably, but we're going to have to work on it a little earlier so we can get it done.
Well, last year we did pretty good about working on it, but we had to because that was pretty hard. Those were pretty hard finds for you.
Yeah, a lot harder than I thought it would be. I thought it'd be easy.
For me, it was easy because it was like black pants and a leopard shirt.
Yeah, Peg Bundy.
And a wig. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty awesome.
Al Bundy was pretty hard.
Yeah, it was. It was annoying too, walking around in pads.
Well, that was funny. I should
have done the other Al Bundy where he just holds up the thing and
I tried to tell people, I was like, we took before pictures of us on the couch as Alan Peg Bundy from the show. I go, but Josh went out in full football gear, oh god, just helmet and everything, and they were like, what? So but it's fun and it's experience and everybody knew. Well, maybe not everybody, but because remember we went up to the stage and they were like, who?
Yeah,
it was all those millennials.
Yeah, they're like,
you're out there,
never heard
watch the show.
I remember telling, was it the DJ or no? I remember telling a couple of people and they're like, I have no idea what that is.
It was the DJ. because she was like 22, so she had like no idea.
I've literally never heard of Married with Children.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Well,
all right.
the times we're in.
Yeah. It's like,
why do I have a thumb on my
no,
nose?
if I went as a famous TikToker, they'd be like, oh yeah, dude. I know exactly what it is.
Because they're all on TikTok.
Yeah. I mean,
Zoe would probably know.
Right. Right. So now Halloween costumes. Now, I don't know. Have you dressed up a lot for Halloween, or is it just recently that you've been dressing up?
So
or what?
I used to when I was younger. My parents didn't have a lot of money, so it was whatever we could scrounge up to actually get me dressed up for Halloween. I don't remember if my brother was a big Halloween person. Like it might have just been an easy like zombie look with like stuff on your face.
Right.
But like I think like one year I was a witch because it's easy at school.
Fits your personality too,
yeah,
right?
Totally. Because I'm such a witch. So that kind of thing, then school stopped you from dressing up. So you couldn't really dress up anymore. And so it was like, okay, well, I guess I'm not going to dress up for school. And then, when you get older, you just don't care.
Right.
Like all you want is the fucking
well, normal people,
well,
yes.
yeah, but like all you want is the candy. Like, right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we used to go out and carry sleeping bags or no pillowcases.
Yeah.
Pillowcases like full, like, hey, fill up my pillowcase, you
Totally.
know? So I didn't really dress up. I think I went one year as Ultimate Warrior. Like my dad painted my whole face and like it was kind of cool.
Do
and
you
I
have
asked my
pictures
mom
of this?
if she
Do you
had
have pictures of the Ultimate?
No, I asked her about that.
That sucks.
See, you have to remember too, like I'm the second child. So all the pictures are of my brother. And then once I came along, it was like, we're not going to take that many pictures.
I mean,
so, there weren't a lot.
We've been there. We've done that. We don't have to do that.
Exactly.
And back in the day, people don't understand that film was expensive,
it was
right?
expensive, yeah.
And you had to go get it processed and all this stuff. So it's like, it's not like it is now. It's like,
so
just take 100 pictures and pick out the best one.
Yeah. So no pictures. I think I was like a cat because that was easy. You could like just put whiskers on your face. I think I was the devil, which pretty, that was pretty good too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory.
So do you have a favorite costume that you dressed up as like growing up or even recently?
Even recently?
Yeah. Do you have like a favorite one?
I don't have a favorite costume yet. I've liked our costumes that we've had together. Those have been really fun and exciting. I really liked my my I Love Lucy, Lucille Ball from work because we like to dress up at work.
That's right. So you have a costume every year. That
I have two costumes.
You have two or three costumes, right? Like,
yes. So I know. So this year we went with 50s theme at work because it was easy. So I have my poodle dress and my big old petticoat.
So it's just going to be very generic, or okay?
I'm not getting crazy. But yeah, I haven't really. I mean, not yet. Like I love Halloween so much that I love dressing up. But as a kid, I wasn't as into it as I am as an adult. And when I was married, my ex was never really into Halloween, so it was really hard for him to ever want to do anything, to dress up, to go to a party, whatever it was. Like he was. But I mean, reason again. I mean. Just kidding. I
mean, for me, I don't think it could be topped. I mean, we bought a van for the A-Team.
Oh, God.
Like, I mean, you know what I mean? Like
the best.
Lee and I were just joking one day, and Lee's like, dude, I saw a van. It was like $500. And I go, $500? I mean, if we pull them,
oh, God.
But we'd have to really take this serious because then we're like, if we enter some contests, then we could pay for this back. And we did. And we ended up, making the money back.
Lee's costume was amazing. Like he looked just like him, just a white version.
Right.
Like everything. Like everything from head to toe.
I remember I was
highly impressed.
I remember I was like, Lisa, are you gonna paint your face? And he goes, no. I'm like, oh God, I'm sorry. I was just asking.
It's not Tropic Thunder, Josh. Just kidding. I love that movie.
Oh God, yeah.
So yeah.
No, he looked good, but yeah.
He did look good. But I don't really have a favorite yet. You never know. I don't think this year's costume will be my favorite either. It's
cool though. It's cool.
It's cool.
It's cool.
Hopefully I'll be able to pull it off. But it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, not really like I don't know. I love Halloween. I love this is my favorite time of the year.
Yeah.
It's like football starts.
Fall. Yeah.
Yeah. And then like Halloween and then Thanksgiving and then Christmas.
The only thing that's weird about Arizona is
we don't actually have seasons.
Yeah, there's no fall. It's like
there's no fall. Yeah.
Hey, happy fall. And I'm like, well, there's nothing that falls here. So it's like what?
Yeah, all those
and it cools down A little bit.
Yeah, but today's weather was amazing.
Right.
Like
85.
85. Oh.
People were like listening going, what? 85
Yeah.
degrees?
Yeah.
What?
Amazing. So yeah. And it's supposed to be like that all week. I'm excited.
Now, what's the furthest you would go to sell a costume? Like, what, because we, like I was saying, Lee and I bought a van. We painted a van to ride in on Halloween.
So girls always want to be like, I want to be a sexy costume. Sure. I'm not like that. I don't like to expose a whole lot. I always feel I am exposed when I do wear something that exposes me. I don't know what it is. Maybe I just don't like people staring. But I probably would be like a crazy... I would literally go all out just to have a fun, crazy costume.
Would you shave your head?
No.
You wouldn't want to be like
a really cool like wig shave.
You wouldn't want to be like Crazy Britney or Sinead O'Connor.
I would, but I don't know if I could. Really, you guys? Should I cut my hair
just for a costume?
No, not just for a costume.
Guys are a little different. They'll go a little bit.
Well, it's easier for guys. Like girls, they need their hair.
Yeah.
I mean, you.
Well, do you think it's like kind of? I got to be careful with this because, like, now if a girl does, like, when you see a girl shave, just, fuck it, I'm just going to shave my head. Now, not including someone that's going for a role or someone that has, cancer or something like that. Is there something wrong, or are they trying to prove something a lot of the time? Like, something back in the day, I remember it was like, I shaved my head, I'm a punker, I'm a punk rocker.
Well, I mean, there is, I feel like if a girl shaves her head just because she shaves it, it's because maybe she got her hair got ruined at the hair salon.
Oh,
so maybe like if she was bleaching it and it got too bleached and her hair was actually falling out, because that could happen.
Yeah. That
would be like my only reasoning, is that's why they would want to shave their head. So it would all grow back like in one piece.
Yeah.
Because I mean, us girls, we do a lot with our hair. I mean, I think this is like a progression since I've been on this pod of like my hair color.
Right.
So, I mean, this is like the lightest I will go because I can't go any lighter. But I do think that when girls shave their head, it's for a reason, because it could be like a bad hairdresser. Maybe they cut a piece and something happened, their scissors slipped. Yeah. Or like for me, like I went lighter because I have a shit ton of gray hair. Yeah. So I wanted to like just offset that color because my hair was so dark brown. I was just like, I'm dyeing it like every 4 weeks. So I was just like, maybe I'll do lighter and then you won't be able to see it as much. So it could be that too, where they just want to all grow it all out one color.
Yeah.
It really depends.
Now you mentioned back in the day, you used to bring a pillowcase to trick or treat, right? Now you have a daughter, Zoe. Mm-hmm. Does Zoe trick or treat still?
So she does. I don't think she gets dressed up anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't even.
She's getting pretty tall.
She is. Well, she's taller than me. She is almost 5'6". So, and I'm only 5'4". So when she stands next to me, she towers over me.
Wow.
And she loves that. And I like that for her, because growing up short, I mean, it wasn't horrible, but her being tall with long legs and just accentuating her height, it's very good on her. Like her height looks good on her. We went to Bath and Body Works.
Yeah, what did my mom say? She's like, she has like legs for days.
I know, and she does.
She does.
Yeah.
It's like half of her body is like legs. It's like just
she's
huge.
very she's all legs. And we went to Bath and Body Works, and I'm like, how old do you need to be to work here? And the lady's like, oh, you have to be 18. I was like, dang it. I was like, so you got a while. And she was like, what? You're almost like, you're a senior, right? And then Zoe's like, no, I'm only 14. She's like, oh, wow. So she was shocked at how old Zoe was, because Zoe's mature. She's not like a kid that,
Sometimes.
She's a full-on Swiftie, so watch out.
Yeah, she's already seen that movie twice, right?
Yep, she loves Swift.
Twice.
Oh, my goodness, yeah.
And I saw a video that she took.
She did. She was dancing with
it's
the
really
little
like the
ones.
video that you see, like that has been posted, where people are dancing on the floor in the front. I'm like, holy shit, that's real.
Yeah. And you can take your look right now.
That is crazy.
No, she said I was dancing with the little ones. So she was dancing with her friend. Ones? She was dancing with her friend Ava and all the little girls at the front. It's super sweet.
Now, okay, so when Zoe did go trick-or-treating, or when she does go trick-or-treating, do you ever raid her stash?
Well, I don't raid it. So the number one thing growing up for
Did you ever?
What?
Raid her stash of candy?
No, so my number one thing is when you come home, I want you to dump all your candy out and we're going to inspect it because
no razor blades like the 80s.
I'm not like a crazy mom where I'm like, oh my God, someone's giving you drugs. Like, I'm not that. I just want to take all the
apples
candy.
out.
Yeah, right. Like syringe full of stuff. Anyway, no, I just wanted to take out all of the candy that wasn't wrapped. You know what I mean? Like the unwrapped or like the somewhat unwrapped. And I'm like, just toss those. So that's what we did. And then Zoe, what she does is then she takes all of her candy and then she puts it in different categories. So she does chocolate and then she does candy and then she does hard candies and then she does gummies. So she'll bring me a bag of stuff to leave at my place to eat, but I don't really eat it that much anymore. So I just leave it in the bag and then she just eats it and then I find it all in her bedroom. Well,
yeah, back in the day, it's like you could eat all of it and nothing would go to your body. Now you just get fat. Like, you know, so, but what is your, I'm not talking about you, I'm just talking in general. But like, you get fat. But I'm saying, what is your favorite? What is your go-to if you were to like steal or ask her if you could have some of those
for a candy or a chocolate?
Yeah, which are the ones that you
So I
go
have
for?
like 3.
Okay. What are they?
So my number 1 is Twix.
Okay.
My number 2 is Milky Way.
Okay. Wow. Mine are way different. Okay.
And I fucking love 100 Grand.
Oh, wow.
I love that one. Even though it's my 3rd,
wow.
I love that one because it's like Twix and Milky Way all the time, but you don't really always have 100 Grand. But I love the crispiness and like the caramel in it. It's so good.
Yeah, they're good. I
like that one.
I would always go for the Reese's.
Okay. It's a shocker.
Or the Twix.
Okay.
Twix.
So we were the same in that one.
Yeah. And those are the main ones. Maybe like some M&Ms, like the peanut M&Ms.
The peanut, yeah.
Peanut M&Ms.
Used to eat a lot of those when I first met you.
Yeah, well.
Wait, it's because you were getting fat.
Yeah. Can't really do that anymore. So yeah, I miss the old days of trick-or-treating, but you know, that I always talk about this. That was like a kid's first job. It's like you go out, you work for that money, which is candy, and then you get rewarded because you get to eat it, right?
Yeah.
So like now you work, you don't have to like go out and work for it. You can just buy it at the store.
Yeah. Well, it's funny when Zoe was little, we would always take her trick-or-treating. So we never actually buy the candy.
Right.
Because we were never home.
Okay.
So it was like, why am I
You never handed it out?
No, because by the time we got home, it was like.
Yeah, but like, that's kind of trick-or-treat. Do kids trick-or-treat as much as they used to?
I don't think so.
God, it was like so huge.
I mean, you
used to go out and it was like the streets were full of people, like all down the streets, like everywhere. And I'm like, now I'm like, I'll be driving down the street on like Halloween. I don't see any kids.
Yeah. And a lot of the places now, like a lot of the houses, they have their lights off because they don't want to buy candy because they don't want to hand it out. So,
well, and they also have designated places where people could go, or like neighborhood, like centers, or, you know, like a mall might say, hey, we're having a whatever, you can go trick or treat there. And I'm like, that's lame.
I think for me too, with Halloween, since I didn't really dress up a whole lot when I was younger, like I really wanted Zoe to experience that fun dress up. So like I would do fun things with her. Like I think her first costume when she was 1 was a chicken. It was the cutest damn thing in the world. She was like in a little yellow outfit and her little duck feet. Or chicken feet. It was super cute. She still has it because I was like, we're keeping this costume.
Can you have her try it on again?
So she tried to try it on. Oh, she tried to try it on, and it was a little too small. Like I don't even think she could get it over her leg.
A little too small.
Yeah. So, but it was super cute. And then
now she should be the famous chicken.
The famous chicken. Oh, the San Diego.
The San Diego chicken.
I know. That's too. And that would be covering her whole body, though. We're talking about my kid who wears crop tops and big baggy jeans.
She's in high school.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
I know, but I did it like she was Mary Poppins one year.
Mary Poppins?
I mean, I bought the umbrella. I had someone make the scarf.
She knows who Mary Poppins is?
Oh, she loved Mary Poppins.
Wow.
Loved Mary Poppins.
Okay.
I'm a Disney freak, so that's why she knows Mary Poppins. So yeah,
okay.
I had fun with her when she was little.
I got a question for you. Now, Jen, how many of the top 10 costumes of this year, in 2023, can you name? So just to now give you a little hint, only 3 of them on the list are not generic. And it looks like most of these might be like for kids, since, you know, kids dress up more than adults.
Are we talking about this year?
Yeah, 2023.
Like
so what are the top trending Halloween costumes for this year?
Okay, so when I saw the Barbie movie with Zoe, I was like, there's going to be a shit ton of Barbie and Ken.
I mean, people were dressing up then.
I know, but now it's even more so because they made a movie about it and they made it okay.
Yeah. No, but what I mean is like people were dressing up to go to the movie.
Oh yeah. When I went to the movies with Zoe, everybody was in pink. I was like, did I not get that memo?
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I'd say Barbie and Ken.
Well, remember, this is just solo right now. I do have it's number one for both. So you have I wrote down the top 5 couples. Yeah. And then I have
couples. Okay.
Well, the Barbie is number one on the regular list.
Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are another one.
You know what's funny is Taylor Swift is not featured in the top 20. She landed at number 22, which I think is wild. Maybe this came out like right before they maybe started.
Well, and that's like one of her big songs too. That's weird.
What?
22.
Oh my God.
That's like a huge Taylor Swift
Maybe that's why they put it there. I don't know.
Maybe.
But anyway, Barbie is number 1. Can you guess any of the other top 10?
Like single costumes?
So I have the singles and I have the top 5 couples. But like I said, these are very generic.
Are they? Okay. Is there a Ted Lasso?
No. That's no. Do you want me to just go through these?
Yeah, because I'm never going to get them.
Okay.
The Barbie and Ken one was the only one that I knew because I knew that would be
so at number 2 they have Princess. Just Princess.
Okay.
Number 3 they have this one. I mean, you see massive all over the place all the time. Spider-Man. Oh, yeah. Right. Number 4 it just says witch.
It's because it's
number
easy.
5 fairy.
Oh, that's because it's easy.
Number 6. This is a big one. Wednesday
that
Addams.
was a big one. I didn't even think about that one.
Number 7, we're going back to very generic, which we went to the races. The dinosaur.
I love that thing. Oh my God, that would be so fun.
And then they have cowboy, ninja, and bunny.
Bunny. I was thinking like it was going to be like Power Rangers or like something.
Right, but
those are.
Yeah. You'd think they'd have more like different themes.
And where's Superman? It's just Spider-Man. Superheroes?
Yeah, but Superman's one of the most outdated characters ever. Like when we were kids, it was huge.
Yeah.
Christopher Reeve and all those movies. Now, like think about Superman in general. Like, okay, so he works at a newspaper.
Yeah.
He changes in a
Superman?
No, he changes in a phone booth.
The booth, yeah.
Like, how outdated is this?
Yeah.
It's like,
we don't even have phone booths.
Or newspapers.
Did we even?
Like, think about that.
Yeah.
And then like, how ridiculous is Superman? I mean, I love Superman. It's like one of my favorites, right? But like, this is how Superman works. He's like, hey, I'm Superman. Now I'm Clark Kent.
Like, I don't know. Who are you?
They're like, wow, I could hardly recognize him until he put on those.
What's funny about the booths when he would change is when growing up in San Diego, I don't remember having phone booths. It was just a phone thing and you would stand on the outside. Like there was no booth. Like you didn't like go into something and shut the door.
That's because San Diego is hot and it doesn't rain. So, okay. All right, just to round out the top couples. Okay, so we have number 2. Well, we had Barbie and Ken at number 1. Number 2, Mario and Luigi.
Oh yeah, how is that still relevant?
I don't know, but how is Mary Poppins still relevant?
I don't know.
Okay, number 3, Bonnie and Clyde.
Ooh, that would be a fun one.
But who knows who Bonnie and Clyde are still? Like, okay,
true.
Here's where I really lost it because of my age. Let's see if you know who these are. So number 4 is Cosmo and Wanda. Do you know who that is?
Cosmo and Wanda.
Yeah. They are.
Is that from a cartoon?
They are from the Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh yeah,
on
I know
Nickelodeon.
That.
Okay.
Yep. I was like, I know the name.
Apparently, that's like one of the longest running shows ever, from 2001 to 2017.
Wow,
that's crazy. Number 5 is Lilo and Stitch.
Lilo and Stitch.
Is it Lilo and Stitch? I have no idea.
I think it's Lilo and Stitch.
I told you I don't know anything about it.
I think it's Lilo and Stitch.
Lilo and Stitch. Okay. Disney show.
That one's still
Disney show from the mid 2000s.
Oh God.
So yeah, I wasn't watching cartoons at that point.
I wasn't either, but I know of Lilo and Stitch just because I like Disney. But that's still.
You could tell I don't because what I was.
What? You don't know Lilo and Stitch?
Yeah. Okay. So those are the top costumes, which is a very weird list to me. But
it is a weird list for 2023. Right. Interesting. I didn't hear our costumes.
No, you're not going to see our costumes on there. Actually, you might see some of our costumes out there.
Maybe. Who's excited for Eric's costume?
Me.
I'm too.
I was actually more excited for the one he didn't pick, which hopefully he does next year. So I won't say it. But
he's got time.
Yeah, just going to start making an Eric list of costumes. That
you already did.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so now, as you know, Jen, you're very familiar with my playlists.
Yes.
And I made 2 Halloween playlists.
Okay.
One of them is huge.
Oh, that one.
The Halloween.
Years ago, the Halloween mix is
the metal mix.
Yeah.
It's like people are like really into like.
Yeah.
I think that metal and Halloween go hand in hand. I think that's why that list is so great.
Well, I mean, look at Rob Zombie. Like
Rob Zombie, Alice Cooper.
Yeah, they're so
Marilyn Manson. I mean,
Yeah.
they're just hand in hand. They're like they're already like into Halloween. So yeah, that one metal mix is like up to like 345,000 views or something crazy, something wild. But
I tried to listen to that one, but I'm just not a metal.
Yeah, you're more
not a metalhead.
You're more of a soft rock kind of. Mm-hmm. I have the other playlist that you could probably listen to. You know, be more into that. You know, just kind of like, I don't know, Monster Mash, stuff like that.
It's like
anyway,
fun Halloween.
Yeah, exactly. So now I was when I was compiling that other playlist, the fun playlist of Halloween, I was noticing that a few of the songs were from a certain year. And it got me thinking to myself, what is the greatest year for Halloween? Just overall, in general. Like we're talking about all encompassing of pop culture, just in general. And I started looking this up, and it's crazy. I think that this one year, now I want you to, I'm gonna read off some things here.
Okay.
And then in your head, you could make some guesses in your head. At the very end, I'm going to ask you what year you think this is going to be, okay?
Okay.
Because I think that you might get this, but I'm just going to read off some of these, and let's see if you can guess what year these all came out, okay?
I feel like this is a Jeopardy question. Hold on.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, there's going to be quite a few things here. So, now, all right. So, okay, so here's some notable TV shows that were big this year. And again, I'm kind of, some of these are broad as far as like, you know, I'm stretching with some of this stuff for Halloween, but like a lot of these like encompass like cool costumes, right? Okay. Like they'd be cool costumes like The A-Team.
Yeah.
Or Murder, She Wrote. These are big shows. Magnum PI. Of course, I've been 2 of these 3 outfits already. So they had Elvira's Halloween Party, which aired on MTV.
Wow.
Check this out, though. The top 5 movies of this year. This is wild. So these are not like deep cuts for movies. These are the top 5 movies of this year. So the number 1 movie, the number 1 overall movie at the box office was Ghostbusters. That's crazy.
Okay.
Number 2 was Beverly Hills Cop. You know, hey, he dresses as what is it, Okie Dokie or whatever, you know that thing.
Yeah.
So,
I love that movie.
Hey, that could be a costume right there. Be a deep cut. People
they wouldn't know.
The next movie was Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Okay. Now, hey, I consider that was like, there's some scary parts of that where he rips out that dude's heart.
Fucking love that movie too.
Crazy.
I feel like you're gonna say like Lethal Weapon. No,
not Lethal Weapon.
I love that movie too.
Gremlins.
Okay.
Is the next movie that came out. That's a horror comedy. That's a classic, right?
Don't feed him after midnight.
Yep. And then the Karate Kid.
Okay.
There's a famous Halloween scene in that when he dresses up as the shower.
The shower curtain.
The guys dressed up as skeletons. Kick the shit out. Yeah. Yep. So. Oh. Whoa. She's like, yeah, I wasn't a fan of that part.
I don't like violence. I'm just kidding.
Okay. So some other legendary movies of that year. These are not in the top 5. Those other ones were the top 5. So we have The Terminator. Friday the 13th, the final chapter. Of course, there was like 10 after that. The final chapter. Firestarter. Remember that movie with what's her name? A little girl from Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, I was gonna say Drew Barrymore, but it wasn't coming to me fast enough.
Children of the Corn. Now we're getting into Jen. Jen loves these movies.
Oh my God.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
The first one?
The first one. The Toxic Avenger.
What?
And
I've never heard of that.
It's a cult classic.
Is that real?
And then you have Conan the Destroyer. And the only reason I put Conan the Destroyer on there is because Grace Jones is in that movie and she's fucking terrifying. She is a scary chick.
She is. With Arnold Schwarzenegger, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So, okay. And
I'm
then,
supposed to guess the year on all these?
well, wait. I'm not done. I'm not done.
I'm thinking it's
Yeah.
like the
Yeah. You're supposed to, these are all the same year.
Okay.
Everything I'm talking about is the same year.
Same
So,
year.
okay. Other great movies that just had great costumes.
Okay.
Splash.
Oh, you know how hard that would be to walk in?
Right? We're like, hey, we're having a party in this pool.
In this mermaid.
Yeah.
spin. I actually was watching that the other day.
It's a good movie.
I love that movie.
The Last Starfighter. Did you ever see that?
Yes.
And The Never-Ending Story.
Okay.
The Never-Ending Story. Okay. In sports, your dad's going to like this one. Guess who won the Super Bowl?
The Raiders.
The Raiders. The Raiders won the Super Bowl. And they're easily the most Halloween team of all time. Right?
They're scary.
They're evil.
They are, and they're scary, and they're mean.
Yeah. Big old scary Raider fans.
Yeah, silver and black faces, and they wear like spikes
skulls
on their
yeah.
Thankfully my parents were never like that. But.
Okay, now some horrifying music events happened this year.
Oh.
Rick Allen of Def Leppard fame lost his arm in a car accident. So that was pretty traumatic, but not as traumatic as this next one.
Oh, God.
When Marvin Gaye was murdered
by his own father.
By his father.
God.
Yeah.
So tragic.
So those happened in the same year.
Okay.
All these are pretty ridiculous. Okay, so now.
Hey, you know what? People listening might be like,
yeah, they're trying to guess. They're trying to guess.
I didn't know that.
Yep. So
don't Google yet either. No Googling.
Yeah, don't cheat. No cheating.
No
all right.
cheating.
So some of the big music hits of this year, which actually is the thing that started getting me rolling on this.
Okay.
Ray Parker Jr., Ghostbusters.
Mm-hmm.
Huge song.
I
remember when that came out. I remember exactly where I was, and we kept rewinding the tape to listen to that song over and over and over. Loved it so much.
Ghostbusters.
Rockwell, Somebody's Watching Me, featuring Michael Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
I always feel like somebody's watching me. All right, Charles Bernstein. You know who that guy is? Charles Bernstein. He did the music for A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Okay.
Jerry Goldsmith did the music for The Gremlins. Corey Hart. This is a stretch, but he did the Sunglasses at Night. Came out in 1984.
I wear my sunglasses.
Twisted Sister. Burn in Hell. And Horror Teria, the beginning. And this one, actually, this next one, Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Are you all right?
Get away!
Now, Jen, what year do you think all of this happened?
This whole time I'm like thinking, because I was never a big fan of the first Terminator. I liked Terminator 2. And I know the first Terminator, and I know the first Terminator came out like way before, and I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
And I've seen all of those movies, so I'm like, I don't. Josh loves this because he already knows all the answers, even if he didn't look it up.
Do you think? Oh, yeah. If someone gave, I would know it probably by the first clue. Yeah,
exactly. So, but Jen, she just knows the music.
All right, I'll give you a couple guesses.
I don't know.
Right?
Oh, okay, give me a hint.
Do you want me to go? Do you want me to? Okay, so Ghostbusters came out that year, right? Ghostbusters and A Nightmare on Elm Street, The Terminator, and Karate Kid came out that same year. Beverly Hills Cop.
God, I love those movies.
I mean, these are all huge. These are all huge movies.
And we're thinking, okay, so what I'm thinking is like mid 80s, not early 80s, not late 80s. So I'm thinking maybe like, I want to say 85.
Can't be any closer than that.
But then I was like, do I do 86 or do I do 84?
What do you got?
Oh, God, the pressure. Cue the Jeopardy music.
You're really taking this seriously.
What?
What's your guess?
86.
1984.
God damn it! I'm way better at picking my football picks with my gut than picking
You
this.
are. But that was pretty good, though. You like your first guess was pretty solid.
I know. Well, I was thinking it was literally, I knew it had to be in the middle. I knew it wasn't at the beginning and I knew it wasn't at the end. Like, I knew, I just didn't know where in the middle it had to go. I was close, you guys.
Well, that was fun. Now,
was it?
it was fun for me.
It was fun.
All right, now, Jen.
Josh.
The next part is I have some random Halloween questions for you.
Oh, God. Okay. Bring on the random Halloween.
All right. Okay, Jen. So for Halloween, and these are very just dumb, random, questions.
I'm ready.
They're not as hard as the 1984 pop culture,
That made my brain hurt.
I honestly, like with all that stuff that happened in 1984, I do think, because those are huge events.
Yeah.
I think that is the great, because listen, there's been better movies. There's probably been better songs, maybe better songs, as far as like associated with Halloween, but not all like huge Halloween songs or huge movies. Like, I think that 1984 is a
well, if
solid
you think about
year
it, so this is how I think about it. Like movies and music and anything now is so different than it was when you and I were growing up. Like music kind of sucks. Like it's not as, I don't know. It's just, there's no personalization.
It's just all, it's
all the same.
It's too spread out too. Like, I mean, nobody, back in the day, everyone listened to the same stuff. That's why they called it the pop charts, right? Yeah. So like, you'd have like metal and stuff like that, but, and country and stuff like that. But for the most part, the big songs, like the big pop songs, everybody listened to the same songs.
Yeah.
So like everybody had, like I said, you're going over that list and you're like, okay, well, yeah, you remember that song? Now, like, I always like think about this. Like now Zoe, when Zoe's like our age, is Zoe going to look back and like say like, is she going to be able to go to like a person and say, hey, remember when that song came out? Maybe some Taylor Swift songs.
I was going to say, is it Taylor Swift? Because they'd be like, yeah.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like, so back in our day, it was like, there's like 100 or 300 songs that you could think of.
Totally.
You know what I mean? But now it's like, yeah, I remember when that Taylor Swift song came out? Or how about that other Taylor Swift song?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they don't make music like they used to, and they don't make movies
it's
like
just a different business. It's like, it's, think about how many different ways to listen to stuff. And you could listen to anything that ever came out at the tip of your fingertips, and every TV show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anything that you could think of, you have like, I don't even know how, I mean, there's too much stuff to, like, that's why I don't usually harp on people that are like, you don't know what that is?
Yeah.
How do you not know what that is? I'm like, well, they're 13 years old. Like, how are they going to know what Alfred Hitchcock is?
Well, it just goes to show you too, when we watched that Saturday Night Live episode, like those episodes, they were terrible. And I'm like, is this what Saturday Night Live is now?
It was, what's his name that hosted?
It was Pete Davidson.
Yeah,
and it was awful.
I tried hard to laugh.
I cringed the whole time.
It was one of the worst episodes I've ever seen.
I didn't even try and laugh because it was that bad.
It was bad.
Like, and I was like, is this what Saturday Night Live is now? Like,
I don't know.
Not funny because you bring in the old school people and it's funny because they were, I don't know. It was
really kind of sad to see
it
that.
Was.
Yeah. Okay. Some random Halloween questions. For Halloween, Jen, would you rather attend a party or go to a bar?
Attend a party.
There you go.
So who's having one?
Yeah, right. Like, yeah, good luck with that.
I'm going.
Does anybody throw any parties anymore? Like, okay.
I would.
Yeah. Maybe you could go to someday we could go to Lisa's party.
Ooh.
Yeah, Lisa throws great parties.
Ooh, that would be fun.
Okay, Jen, do you like candy corn?
Yes.
Oh, people are like turning it off right now. They're like, fuck this.
Like, oh God, Jen, no, wrong answer.
No.
And the best thing is, like, when you were little, you used to like totally pretend like you broke a tooth. So like you would pick off the white part and you'd be like, Mom, I lost a tooth.
Did you ever make fangs out of them?
Yep, I sure did.
Yeah,
but I always pretended like I missed a tooth.
Okay, now Jen, Who do you like better? And you can't say neither.
Oh, God.
Jason
Because he knows.
or Freddy?
Who do I like better?
Yeah.
Freddy.
Is it because he's funnier? It's like he has a sense of humor?
No, because I think I grew up more with him than Jason. Like, I never...
Jason's a little earlier. I think he's 1980.
Yeah, I never...
And Freddy is 1984.
Yeah, I think for me, it would be Freddy.
Okay.
I mean, how could you not like Robert England?
Oh,
Like,
he's great.
He's so great.
Love him, yeah.
I don't know the other guy's name.
Jen, would you rather sleep in a basement of a haunted house or sleep in a cemetery alone?
Oh, God. Oh, God. Wait, what was it? In the basement alone?
The basement of a haunted house.
Alone?
Yep. Or a cemetery all alone. Oh, God.
Probably a cemetery because I could run. In the basement, you're stuck, right?
Yeah.
In a haunted house.
What if the stairs all went?
Cemetery, at least you could run around the cemetery to try to escape craziness.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We have to put in like heavy fog too. Like
God.
And of course it's at night. Okay.
Of course. Why would you want to sleep in a cemetery during the day?
All right, Jen, have you ever dressed up a pet, like dog or a cat for Halloween?
So Zoe and I got Rocky. I have a cat. He's 10 years old. Zoe and I got him like a Monsters Inc. costume that we tried to put on him earlier this year.
Yeah.
He wasn't having it. So that is the only time I've tried to dress up an animal. And I grew up with dogs, but we never really dressed them up, I guess. Even when I had a dog with my ex, we didn't dress him. Oh, we did. We dressed Buddy as a referee. It was super cute and a superhero. So
Buddy is what kind of dog? He was
a yellow lab.
Lab. Okay.
So is
he?
No, well, he's not doing that great, but so he was a referee, and that was probably my favorite one because he would just strut with that thing on his back, did not care. And then he was like a superhero, so we had like, oh, there it is again. So I guess I did dress up some animals, but that was the only time. The cat was not having it unless you wanted to be scratched.
Oh,
don't get near him.
Jeez.
He's
all right. Well,
spicy.
Okay. Okay. Now, Jen, if you had to watch a scary movie, would you pick a ghost movie or a slasher movie?
God.
I know you don't like these movies.
I don't. I hate scary movies. Like, I hate them. Like, I literally will be like this the whole time. Is it over?
I know. It's like so lame.
I can't.
Now, would you prefer a slasher movie or a ghost movie?
Probably a ghost movie because the slasher ones, they like come at you and they're like, rah! And they're like, the ghost one is just, they're just ghosts and there's no such thing as ghosts. Sorry if you believe, but there's no such thing as a ghost.
Okay.
Like slasher,
so you've never seen a ghost?
You. Have you seen a ghost?
I don't think so. I wish I had. It
would be. I mean, apparently Josh believes in ghosts.
No, I love all the ghost story like shows, and I don't like the ghost hunter shows really because they spice it up with like all the like all the sound effects and everything, and they try too hard to like and they fake a lot of that shit.
They do. Let's just say I don't like the gory stuff.
Oh, okay.
I'm not very good.
Wait, so have you seen Hostel?
No.
I need to show you Hostel.
Is it gory?
Oh, I just need to show that to you.
Will I like it? Maybe just show me a clip first, and then I'll tell you whether or not I can watch the whole thing.
That's not as fun. I just want you to watch it with me. It'll be fun.
Again, I'd be like this. Oh my God.
Yeah. So, okay. Now, Jen, do you like pumpkin spice flavored food or drinks?
Okay, so I would rather pumpkin spice food rather than the drink.
Like, what does that mean?
I am not a huge pumpkin spice latte fan.
Okay.
It drives me insane when people are like, oh my God, pumpkin spice. And I'm like, oh my God, seriously? And then, but the food, like, I love like bread or like a pumpkin spice loaf, right? Like a nice, freshly baked, like cake.
Do you like pumpkin pie?
See, I'm not a big fan of pumpkin pie.
That upsets me because like every year I'm like, oh, pumpkin pie is on sale.
Jen doesn't buy it.
It's like at Costco for like $4. Jen's like, ugh. I'm like, what? Oh.
Jen doesn't buy the pumpkin pie for Josh.
Oh.
I'll do the pumpkin cheesecake.
Yeah.
That one's pretty good.
Okay.
But you know what though? Costco has such huge pies.
They do. They're crazy.
Like, I can't get a huge one. Like, and then be like, here you go, Josh. I'm just not a fan. And when I eat pie, I like the crust part more than the pie itself.
Now, Jen, this might be a regional one here. Have you ever jumped in a big pile of leaves?
No, because in San Diego, we didn't really have that.
Oh, would you like to?
Yes, I would.
What about a big pile of snow?
Yes, I would.
See, like this is kind of stuff that I'm fascinated with because you didn't grow up with this kind of stuff, but you also grew up with a big, swimmable beach. Like, there's beaches in Seattle, but we weren't like swimming.
I was at the beach all the time, probably growing up, but never really saw snow until 2 years ago.
That's so crazy. Well, no, you've seen it. You just haven't been in it.
No, I've seen it, but I hadn't been in it. So when Zoe and I went to Flagstaff, it was awesome. But haven't had it fall on me yet.
Now, Jen, if you heard a noise in the attic, would you go towards the sound or would you leave the house immediately?
Oddly enough, I would go towards the sound ready to kick someone's ass. How I get like the 80s, grab my bat and be ready to pound somebody. What about you? Josh, I would run. You would run. It
depends. Like what is the sound? And is it some like some old lady going like, help me?
Why would there be an old lady in the house?
I don't know. I'm just saying, I'm like, who's up there?
Josh has watched too many horror movies.
I know, I have. Okay. And then the last one we have on the list here. The last one. Would you rather so stupid. Would you rather fight Chucky from Child's Play or Lubdan from the Leprechaun movies? Chucky's right back there, by the way.
Yep. He's like staring at me right now. I'd probably fight Chucky.
Yeah. I mean, he's smaller.
He's smaller, and I mean, come on, he's a doll. What kind of damage can he do?
That's pretty bold to say when you have your back to Chucky. I don't think Rich Falls would ever do something like that.
I'm pretty sure Chucky would not be this close to Rich Falls.
No. Oh God. He's like, can we get the doll out from and back to me? Thank you very much.
Nope. I would probably fight Chucky.
So is there anything else you'd like to add for Halloween? Anything else? Would you like to announce what you are or anything? It's up to you.
Are you going to announce what you are?
I am not. I'm going to wait.
Josh likes a big secret.
It's not even a big deal for me, but I don't give a shit.
But he's changed it like 3 times.
Yeah, whatever.
No, I think I'm going to keep it a secret.
Okay. All right.
Viewers. So you just have to find out.
All right. There you go. All right, Jen. Well.
Surprise.
Okay.
Normally I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to be this.
We are going to be going karaokeing.
Yes.
So
I got to practice my songs.
So yeah, if you want to go out karaoke, and we'll let you know where we're going to be if you want to go party with us. So.
And you want to party with us.
Oh, it is fun. It is fun. We're the life of the party.
We are the life of the party.
We are the life of the party.
Well, I'm the life of the party.
Oh, how dare you?
Josh has met his match.
I tell you this, I am not going to be Kenny Rogers. A lot of people are like, oh, he's going to be Kenny Rogers.
And I'm not going to be Dolly Parton because my boobs aren't big enough.
Islands in the sun. Okay. All right, Jen.
Oh, God.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Of course.
We'll do it again. What's the next holiday? What's the next holiday coming up?
Thanksgiving.
Christmas. Oh, Thanksgiving.
Christmas.
Yeah.
New Year.
Okay, maybe.
Maybe next year.
Yeah, maybe next year.
Maybe we'll talk about a trip we're taking.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well. Yeah. Okay, so for all of you following on YouTube, make sure you like, follow, comment, or whatever. I don't care. I don't care if you do or not. It would be nice though. It would be nice to get some likes, more more follows. Jen, I want you to have a great Halloween. I want you to get more drinks.
Oh, I will.
No hangovers.
No.
And
my last hangover was good enough.
And and we'll see you next time.
Of course.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
For Jen Young, I'm Josh. And as always, thank you for being a friend.